Good morning, everyone. They are putting the final touches on the field here at Seward County in Liberal, Kansas, where the Neosho Panthers will be the visitors on the scoreboard versus the KCK, Kansas City, Kansas Community College Blue Devils. We'll take one short break, then we will be back with the starting lineups. I'll be right back. All right, welcome back. As they finish, let's get the starting lineups. First for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Neosho Panthers. Leading off at shortstop, Dagan Brady. Batting second in center field, Andrew Brotman. Batting third in left field, Khalil Thrasher. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, Mason Lundgren. Batting fifth, the catcher, Ivan Witt. Batting sixth in right field, Drew Miller. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Luke Burke. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Jordan Helm. And the designated hitter batting ninth, Brett Weimers. On the mound, Jack Ebright, the pitcher. So it'll be Brady, Brotman, Thrasher, Lundgren, Witt, Miller, Burke, Helm, Weimers, and Ebright on the mound. That's the starting lineup for the Neosho Panthers. The starting lineup for your Blue Devils, leading off the second baseman, Cole Slabowski. Batting second, the first baseman, Brendan Bard. Batting third in center field, Ray Paniagua. Batting cleanup, the third baseman, Palmer Hutchison. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Caleb Adams. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Cole Dawson. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Brock Stewart. Batting eighth, the catcher, Camden Carlin. And batting ninth in left field, Bo Grable, with Gabriel Ramos on the mound for the Blue Devils. So it'll be Slabowski, Bard, Paniagua, Hutchison, Adams, Dawson, Stewart, Carlin, Grable, with Ramos on the mound. Welcome, everyone. We'll get this thing going about 11 o'clock. The umpires are meeting right now with the head coaches to get this thing started. We'll take a break. We'll be back for the start of this one about 11 o'clock. Thanks for listening. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everyone, for this baseball game between the Neosho Panthers and your Blue Devils. I want to thank those that are listening and or watching. Want to put a reminder out there for those of you that are watching or listening to the Seward broadcast that the audio and the commercials that I play are intended for the Kansas City, Kansas Blue Devils, so don't be confused and or worried by those as we get ready to get started here. Brady, Brotman, and Thrasher scheduled up to face Gabriel, Gabby, Ramos. Ramos is from Deltona, Florida, went to Pine Ridge Schools. So let's get this thing going. Welcome, everyone. Scheduled up is Dagan Brady, the shortstop. Brady starts today batting .399. He will step in to face Ramos as we get this game going. The winner will move to the game tomorrow. The loser will play Seward. Low and outside, ball one. Want to know the count on the shortstop, Dagan Brady. Across the outfield, it's Grable, Paniagua, Adams. Across the infield, Hutchison, Dawson, Slabowski, and Bard with Carlin behind the plate. There's a high fly ball to left field. Coming in to take care of that is Bo Grable for the first out of the game. That's going to bring up Andrew Brotman. Brotman starts the day batting .370. He will step in to face Ramos. Ramos has a 7.15 ERA. Top of the first action. That ball's low and skips away from the catcher, so Ramos starts both hitters off 1-0 low. Wind blowing across the field from right to left. There's ball two low. Just a quick look at the flag blowing from right to left. Comes the 2-0 pitch. Foul ball down the right field line. First base coach down there tries to catch that one, and he's going to be assigned an error on that play. 2 balls and a strike. Brotman, the center fielder for the Panthers. So ground ball headed toward third. Hutchison's up with that and over to Bard for the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up Khalil Thrasher. Thrasher, the left fielder, he starts the day batting .379. He'll step in with 2 outs and nobody on. Outside, ball one. 1-0 the count to the left fielder, Thrasher. Ball headed down the right field line. That's going to be out of play. One ball, one strike, 2 outs to Thrasher. There's a check swing strike called. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Thrasher. There's a ground ball headed to the shortstop. Dawson up with that and over to Bard. So a 3-up, 3-down inning. We'll take a break. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning, no score. Forties is partnering with KCK Baseball for our third season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.forties.com and click KCK Baseball. To the bottom half of the first inning we go. 3 up, 3 down in the Neosho top half. On the mound is Jack Ebright from Wichita, Kansas. He has a 7.69 ERA. His defense behind him will be from left to right. In the outfield, Thrasher, Brotman, and Miller. Across the infield from third around to first, Burke, Brady, Helm, and Lundgren, with Witt behind the plate and Ebright on the mound. Scheduled up for the Blue Devils. The Blue Devils are scheduled to send up Slabowski, Bard, and Paniagua in the bottom half of the first. Started a couple hours earlier due to rain in the forecast. Even looking at the possibility of a different site to play tomorrow based on the fact that this field is an entirely natural turf field, and wondering how the rains are going to be with it. So we will see what happens with that. But right now, back to the task at hand. Slabowski will start for the Blue Devils. He starts the day batting .412. He'll step in to face the righty Jack Ebright for the Panthers of Neosho County. High and inside, ball one, the first pitch from Ebright. Want to welcome everyone watching. If you want to sign in, say who you're rooting for and where you're watching from. That's a little bit high ball too. I'd love to see that, but I would also hope that everyone would keep it cordial. What a great game and ambassadors the baseball teams are for lifetime friends. 2-0 the count on Slabowski. There's a strike called right through their inside part of the plate. So if you hit in on make a comment as to where you're from and who you're rooting for, where you're watching from, that'd be awesome. Here comes the 2-1, strike called inside corner at the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes as the second baseman Slabowski leads off the game in the bottom half for the Blue Devils. There's a ground ball headed over to third base. Up with that is Burke, and over to Lundgren for the first out. It's going to bring up Bard. Bard, the first baseman. He'll be up there with 1 out. He starts the day batting .373. He'll step in with nobody on and 1 out. Foul ball right through Coach's legs down at third base. Oh, and 1 the count on the first baseman, Bard. It's a ground ball headed at the second baseman. Up with that is Helm, and over to Lundgren for the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up Paniagua. Paniagua, the center fielder. He starts the day batting .370. He'll step in with 2 outs and nobody on to face the righty Ebright from Wichita, Kansas for Neosho. Strike right through their inside part of the plate. The second baseman comes in to take care of that one. So in the both halves of the first inning, 3 up, 3 down. We'll be back for more of this one. Stay with us. If you're interested in your business having a banner on the outfield fence or stadium entry, go to www.4ts.com, click KCK Blue Devils Baseball, then click Download Banner Brochure, or call Tony Tompkins at 913-288-7150. Want to remind everyone who is listening with the audio from our broadcast that are watching from the Seward video that those commercials for the outfield fence and so forth is for KCK, obviously not for Seward. Just want to be sure that no one is confused or, upset over that. So Lundgren, Witt, and Miller scheduled up for the Panthers. Leading off for the Panthers, the first baseman, Lundgren. There's a foul ball. Lundgren starts the day batting .429. Strike called on that pitch. Top of the second inning action. 0-2 the count on Lundgren. Misses high and outside, so 1-2 the count on the first baseman, the cleanup hitter for Neosho County. Fly ball headed into deep left field, and that is going to be a home run for Lundgren right down the left field line. So the Panthers strike first. That'll bring up Ivan Witt, the catcher. Witt starts the day batting .324. He'll step in with nobody on after that home run to get things started for the Panthers by Lundgren. Little bit low, ball one. 1-0 the count. And that misses a little bit low for ball two. There's a base hit into left field for Ivan Witt. So that's going to bring up Drew Miller. Miller's the right fielder. He'll step in, starts the day batting .327. He'll be up there with the runner on first and nobody out. Outside. Takes ball one. Does Miller. Witt at first base after the base hit into left field. Nicely blocked by the catcher, Carlin, to keep the runner at first. 2-0 the count on the left-handed hitting Miller. The ball headed to deep right center. And at the wall, and that's going to be a home run. Two-run home run by Miller. So a 3-0 lead here in the top half of the second, still with nobody out. That's going to bring up the third baseman, Luke Burke. Burke starts the day batting .277. First pitch to him is over the right field side and out of play. Comes the 0-1. Misses just a little bit low and inside. 1-1 strike to Luke Burke, the third baseman. So a home run by Lundgren, a base hit by Witt, and a two-run home run by Miller to make it 3. Foul ball down the right field line. Oh, 1-2 the count. It's a ground ball headed into left field. So a base hit for Luke Burke.
The second baseman, number 13, Jordan Helm.
So 4 straight hits, a home run, a base hit, a home run, and a base hit for the Panthers. That's going to bring up Helm. Helm starts the day batting .246. He steps in with still nobody out, a runner at first. Way in on the grass at third is Hutchison. He's backed up some now. He'll start to come in hard as the pitch starts to come. There he comes in, squares to bunt to the first base side. Up with it is Ramos, tosses it to the second baseman, Slabowski, covering for the out. So a sac bunt by Helm.
Led by number 6, Brett Weimers.
It's going to bring up Weimers. Weimers starts the day batting .256. He'll be up there with Burke at second base and 1 out. 3-0 lead for the Panthers. That's outside ball 1, 1-0 the count. Home run, base hit, home run for the Panthers. There's a ball headed into right field. Going to be a base hit. So runners at first and third with 1 out. So back to the top of the order with Brady. Brady is from Topeka, Kansas. He'll step in with runners at first and third. and 1 out. Ramos could sure use a line driver, a ground ball right at an infielder. Brady flew out to left field his first time up. That's up high, ball 1, 1-0 the count. Top of the third action, 9-inning scheduled game. Blue Devils down 3-0 with the Panthers batting here in the top of the second where they've scored 3. It's a little bit low. 2-0 the count on the leadoff hitter, original leadoff hitter Brady, the shortstop for the Panthers. Ball down to Hutchison at third. Ball skips away from him, and then when he starts to throw over to first to keep that at least the out, so that's going to be an error.
The center fielder, number 21, Andrew Blackman.
So the bases will be loaded, and that's going to bring up Brotman. Brotman is from Arkansas City, Kansas. From Ark City, Kansas. He'll be up there with the bases loaded and 1 out. Fly ball down the right field line. That's going to be out of play. Burke at third. Weimers at second. Brady at first. Brotman at the plate. Oh, 1 the count. In the dirt, blocked nicely by the catcher Carlin to keep the runners where they are. Want to welcome everyone watching. Feel free to leave a comment as to where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. Blue Devils trail 3-0. Top of the second action. Ramos on the mound. In the dirt again outside. 2 balls and a strike to the center fielder, Brotman, for Neosho. Two and 1 the count. Throw over to third, nothing going on over there. Burke back easily. There's a ball headed into left field. The base runners had to hold and wait before they could go, and that's going to be a sac fly, or excuse me, a base hit to left field and an RBI for Brotman. Going to have a visit to the mound. We'll take a break. We'll be back. All right. The visit is over at the mound. Thrasher will be up. He's from Eudora, Kansas. He'll be up there with one out and the bases still loaded. 4 runs in now for the Panthers. There's a pitch out high and outside. Not sure why that pitch. Coach down at third running through some signs for his runners that load the bases. Fades a little bit low, so 2-0 the count on Thrasher. He grounded out to the shortstop his first time up. Double play depth for the Blue Devils. Foul ball back to the screen, so 2-1 the count on the left fielder, Thrasher. Outside and low. 3-1 the count. Three and one out, bases full of Panthers. There's a fly ball into right field. To take care of that is the right fielder, and that's going to be a sac fly for Thrasher. Brings in the 5th run of the inning.
First baseman, number 35, Mason Lundgren.
That's going to bring up Lundgren. He is from Salina, Kansas. "5-0 now the lead for Neosho. Runners at first and second. Lundgren at the plate. Foul ball backing out of play. Lundgren had a home run down the left field line his first time up. There's a foul ball into the glove of the catcher. 0-2 the count on Lundgren. Runners at first and second. 5-0 lead for Neosho. That's way outside. So 1-2 the count on the first baseman, Lundgren. Just a little bit inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Here in the top of the second. Foul ball staying alive is Lundgren. Some activity down in the Blue Devils bullpen. They trail 5-0. A little bit low. So 3-2 the count to Lundgren. Runners at first and second will be off with the pitch. Fly ball headed down the left field line. It's going to be out of play, so we'll do the 3-2 again. Three and two the count. Lundgren, the first baseman at the plate. It's a ground ball that's going to make it into the outfield for a base hit. So an RBI hit into right center for Lundgren. Going to get a pitching change. We'll get that information. We'll be back to give you that information. Stay with us. Blue Devils trail 6-0. All right, so the pitching change has been made. Parker Weddle will come on in relief of Ramos. He's from Kansas City, Missouri, went to Oak Park High School, has a 5.12 ERA. So that's going to bring up Ivan Witt, the catcher. He had a base hit his first time up. Witt is from Fort Scott, Kansas. He'll step in with runners at first and third and 2 outs. So he will step in to face the reliever Weddle. Second inning, top of the second, 6 runs in for the Panthers. That's high and inside, ball 1, 1-0 the count. Weddle comes on in relief of Ramos. These 2 runners on will be Ramos' record. There's a strike called, bottom part of the zone, right down the middle. So 1 ball, 1 strike on the catcher Witt. comes the stretch and the 1-1. Strike 2 called right through there, same spot. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Coach down at third base with some signs for his runners and batter. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss of that high fastball. So at the end of 1.5, the Blue Devils trail 6-0. We'll be back. Forties is partnering with KCK Baseball for our third season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.forties.com and click KCK Baseball. All right, here we go to the bottom half of the second inning. Ebright back for another inning of work. Scheduled up is for the Blue Devils Hutchison, Adams, and Dawson. Hutchison starts the day batting .333. Takes a little bit low and inside. Palmer had 3 home runs yesterday. A 3-run, a 2-run, and a solo. There's a foul ball over into the first base dugout. Sent them scattering a little bit over there. One ball, 1 strike as Hutchison leads off the bottom half of the second inning for the Blue Devils. This ball headed down the right field line over by the fence just on top of the dugout for a foul out of play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on the third baseman, Palmer Hutchison. Strike 3 called. It's going to bring up Adams. Adams, the right fielder. He starts the day batting .338. He will step in with 1 out and nobody on to face Ebright. Strike right through there. Thrasher, Brotman, Miller across the outfield. Burke, Brady, Hellman, Lundgren from left to right across the infield for the Panthers. Witt behind the plate. Jack Ebright on the mound. Foul ball backing out of play. So 0-2 the count on the right fielder, Caleb Adams. way outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on Adams. Bottom half of the second inning action. Panthers put up a 6 spot in the top half of the second. Down the right field line is that one. Over to make the play is the third baseman, Burke, for the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up Dawson. Dawson will step in with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second for the Blue Devils. He starts the day batting .327. He'll step in with 2 outs and nobody on. Fly ball into left center. Taking care of that is Thrasher for the third out of the inning. So we go to the top of the third. Blue Devils trail 6-0. I'll be back. Forties is partnering with KCK Baseball for our third season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.forties.com and click KCK Baseball. All right, here we go to the top of the third. Blue Devils trail 6-0. Scheduled up Miller, Burke, and Helm for the Panthers. Miller is from Pryor, Oklahoma. He had a 2-run home run his first time up. Takes low, ball 1-0 the count on the right fielder, Drew Miller. Ball headed into deep center field back, and that ball is off the wall. Paniagua plays it off the wall. So a leadoff double for Miller. It's going to bring up Luke Burke. Burke is from Galena, Missouri. He had a base hit his first time up. He'll be up there with nobody out and a runner at second base. Parker Weddle on in relief of Ramos. There's a strike, catches the outside corner at the knees. Comes the 0-1. Foul ball got a piece of the catcher there. Wind blowing from right field over toward left field. The first home run of the game by Lundgren was actually over underneath the other flag, which is in just a little bit toward the right field side, which was not having wind help much there. Burke down in the count, 0-2, nobody out, runner at second base. There is a check swing that he could not hold up and a strikeout.
Second baseman, number 13, Jordan Helm.
So that's going to bring up Helm. Helm is from Wichita, Kansas. He'll step in with one out and a runner at second base after the leadoff double by Miller. Way inside. 1-0 the count. Top of the third. Neosho Panthers leading the Blue Devils 6-0. They've scored 6 in the top of the second. There's a strike right through there. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Comes the stretch and the 1-1 to Helm. There's a strike called, so 1-2 the count on the second baseman, Helm. He had a sac bunt his first time up. It's a foul ball back to the screen, so we'll do the 1-2 again. Swing and a miss for the strikeout.
Designated hitter number 6, Brett Wieners.
So that's going to bring up Wiemers. Wiemers is from Pittsburgh, Kansas. He'll step in with 2 outs and a runner on second. Miller led off the inning with a double off the wall in center field. Since then, 2 strikeouts, therefore 2 down, runner at second. It's a ground ball headed up the middle, off the glove of Dawson, and he's going to be safe at home. So a base hit for Wiemers. Scores another run. It's off the glove of the shortstop, Dawson. Couldn't quite get it home in time after the dive as well. Makes it 7-0. So a runner at first base in Wiemers. Swing and a miss by Brady. Brady's back to the top of the order, the shortstop. He flew out to left field his first time up, reached on an error by the third baseman, his second at bat. There's a foul ball out of play down the right field line. Foul territory down the right field line there you see, and the foul territory down the left field line. 0-2 the count. Runner at first base, 2 outs. Blue Devils trail by 7. Runner goes. That's up high, couldn't get a handle on it, could Carlin, so a stolen base by Weimers. One ball, two strikes on Brady. Weimers now at second base after the stolen base. Pop up in shallow right at second base, so Slabowski takes care of that. So one run in the inning. We go to the bottom half of the third inning. Blue Devils trail 7-0. Stay with us. We'll be back. One of our sponsors today for KCK is Home Light Real Estate Company. Home Light wants to achieve better outcomes during one's life's most important events, buying or selling a home. Their vision in the world is a world where every real estate transaction is simple, certain, and satisfying. Home Light at homelight.com. So Ebright back for another inning of work, scheduled up to face him for the Blue Devils, Stewart, Carlin, and Grable. Stewart starts the day batting .262. He'll step in with his Blue Devils trailing 7-0 to face Ebright. Ebright, the righty on the mound from Wichita, Kansas. Swing and a miss to that first pitch from Ebright to the designated hitter, Stewart. Swing and a miss of the second pitch. So quickly down in the count is Stewart, the designated hitter, down 0-2 in the count. So ground ball, one hopper over to third base. Burke take care of that over to Lundgren for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up Camden Carlin, the catcher. Carlin starts the day batting .277. He'll step in with one out and nobody on. The Blue Devils batting here in the bottom half of the third inning, trailing 7-0. There's a strike inside part of the plate at the knees. Comes the wind and the 0-1 by Ebright. Fly ball into right field actually was a little more shallow than I thought it would be, and taken care of by Helm, just barely out in right field for the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up Grable. Grable, the designated hitter today. Grable batting .250 on the season. He's a lefty. He'll step in to face the righty Ebright. Strike inside corner at the knees. 0-1 the count. Thrasher, Brotman, Miller across the outfield. Burke, Brady, Helm, and Lundgren across the infield with Witt behind the plate. Ebright on the mound. There's a foul ball down the left field line. So 0-2 the count on Bo Grable. Open stance. 0-2 the count. Way outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the third. Coming in from center field is Brotman to take care of that. So we go to the top of the fourth. Blue Devils trailing 7-0. I'll be back. So Weddle back for another inning of work. Brotman, Thrasher, and Lundgren scheduled up. Panthers have a 7-0 lead as we go to the top of the fourth. Weddle will face Brotman here. Brotman's grounded out and had an RBI base hit so far today. Way inside. 1-0 the count. Andrew Brotman, the center fielder for the Panthers. Misses just a little bit outside. Grable, Paniagua, and Adams in the outfield left to right. Across the infield, Hutchison, Dawson, Slabowski, and Bard left to right across the infield. Parker Weddle on the mound with Carlin behind the plate. Is that a foul ball? Two balls and a strike to Brotman. There's a ground ball headed at the shortstop. Dawson up with it. Over to Bard for the 6-3 ground out. It's going to bring up Thrasher. Khalil Thrasher, he's the left fielder. Thrasher will step in with 1 out and nobody on. Check swing, ruled a strike. Thrasher has 53 RBI for the Panthers. Misses just a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Thrasher, the left fielder, he grounded out to the shortstop and Had an RBI on a sac fly to right field. Check swing ruled a ball. 2-1 the count. Weddle on in relief of Ramos. Infield and outfield pretty much straight up for. There's a ground ball at the second baseman. Slabowski up with that and over to Bard for the 4-3 putout. That's going to bring up Lundgren. Lundgren has a home run, RBI, and a base hit, RBI. Lundgren leads the team with 78 hits and 67 RBI, now actually 69 RBI. There's ball one to him. Lundgren, the first baseman, also the cleanup hitter. He's up there with 2 outs and nobody on here in the top of the 4th inning. Ground ball off of his foot for foul. Umpire go out and visit with the pitcher just a little bit to give Mason Lundgren, the first baseman, a little bit of time to shake off that foul ball off of his foot. So everybody back to their spots, ready to go here. Whittle back on the mound. Lundgren steps back in. A little bit low. 2 balls and a strike to the first baseman, Lundgren. Strike called inside corner at the waist. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Mason Lundgren, left-hander at the plate for the Panthers. Foul ball back to the screen. He stays alive. We'll do the 2-2 again. Check with me in a minute, please. There's a ball all the way back to the screen. 3-2 the count. Three and two the count, 2 outs to Lundgren. There's a foul ball down the left field line and out of play. So Lundgren with a couple of foul balls after 2 strikes in a battle with Parker Weddle from Kansas City, Missouri. He went to Oak Park High School. Blue Devils trail 7-0. Thanks for watching and or listening. There's another foul ball back into the screen, so we'll do the 3-2 once again. Want to thank everyone for watching and listening. I really would like to see some comments, some healthy, fun comments about where you're watching, who you're rooting for. I've got a couple of comments. If I've got a grandma that's watching from the Neosho side, sure like to see your comment there. There's ball 4 inside, ruled not a swing. So Lundgren works a walk. several foul balls there with 2 strikes. That's going to bring up Witt. Witt has a base hit and a strikeout. He'll step in with 2 outs and a runner at first base after that 2-out walk by Lundgren. Brotman grounded out to the shortstop. Thrasher to the second baseman grounded out. And then Lundgren with the walk. Witt at the plate. He's the catcher for the Panthers. Swinging a miss of that first pitch. Fastball right through there. He couldn't catch up to it. 0-1 the count. Comes the 0-1. Breaking pitch catches the outside corner. So down the count 0-2 is Ivan Witt, the catcher. Comes the 0-2, way up high. 1-2 the count. The winner of this game moves to the championship round tomorrow. The loser will play against Seward to see who comes through the loser's bracket to play the winner of this game. There's strike 3 called. So we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. The Blue Devils trail 7-0. We'll take a break. We'll be back. If you're interested in your business having a banner on the outfield fence or stadium entry, go to www.4ts.com, click KCK Blue Devils Baseball, then click Download Banner Brochure, or call Tony Tompkins at 913-288-7150. All right, here we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Scheduled 9-inning game. Blue Devils with a lot of work to do. Ebright back for another inning of work. Scheduled up for the Blue Devils. Slabowski, Bard, and Paniagua. Slabowski is from St. Joe, Missouri. Went to Lafayette High School. He'll step in as he leads off the bottom half of the 4th inning for the Blue Devils. They trail by 7. Slabowski grounded out to the third baseman his first time up. In the dirt outside, 1-0 the count. From Ebright to Slabowski. Slabowski, the second baseman. Comes the 1-0. Breaking pitch, a little bit inside. 2-0 the count. Slabowski trying to get on to get things started here in the bottom half of the 4th inning for the Blue Devils. They're yet to have a hit. And there's a hit by a pitch. So down to first base is Slabowski. Seward will step in. He's from Kansas City, Kansas, went to Piper High School. He'll step in with a runner at first base and nobody out. There's a ball down in the dirt. Blocked nicely by the catcher, Witt. 1-0 the count. Bard grounded out to Helm at second base, his first time up. Ebright looking for a ground ball at somebody. Bard looking to get something on the outfield grass. There's a ball headed at the shortstop. Brady up with that over to Helm and then over to Lundgren for the 6-4-3 double play. So that's going to bring up Paniagua. Paniagua is from Blue Springs, Missouri, went to Blue Springs High School. He'll step in now with 2 down after that 6-4-3 double play. Paniagua popped out to the second baseman his first time up. There's a strike right through there at the waist. 0-1 the count on the center fielder, Ray Paniagua. Ebright back for his 4th inning of work. Way outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Foul back to the screen, so 1-2 the count on Paniagua. The 1-2. Just a little bit outside, so 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Paniagua. Swing and a miss of that pitch. So we go to the top half of the 5th inning. Blue Devils trail 7-0. We'll be back. Four T's is partnering with KCK Baseball for our 3rd season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.4ts.com and click KCK Baseball. Miller steps in here to lead off the top half of the 5th inning for the Panthers. There's a strike called, bottom part of the zone, right down the middle. Weddle back for another inning of work. There's a foul ball down the right field side. Miller had a 2-run home run his first time up and a double his second time up. He's up there leading off the top half of the 5th inning for Neosho. It's high and outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out as Drew Miller, the right fielder, leads off the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss for the strikeout.
Third baseman, number 8, Luke Burke.
That's going to bring up Luke Burke, the third baseman. He's got a base hit and a strikeout so far in this one. He'll step in with 1 out, nobody on. Infield straight up, outfield a little bit to the pull side for Burke. And there's a hit by pitch.
Second baseman, number 13, Jordan Helm.
That's going to bring up Jordan Helm. He'll be up there with a runner at first base. Helm had a sac bunt and a strikeout, his 2 at-bats so far. Wind still blowing out. Actually across, but it still leaves it kind of blowing out to left field. If you get it up, if the pull hitter gets it up in the air. There's way up high, ball 1. 1-0 the count. 1-0 the count. Runner at first base after the hit by pitch on Burke. Helm, the second baseman for the Panthers. That's down low. 2-0 the count. Strike called inside corner at the knees. 2-1 the count on Jordan Helm. Swing and a miss of that fastball, so 2-2 the count. Neosho scored 6 in the second, 1 in the third for their 7-0 lead. Did that on 9 hits. Couple of home runs. Just a little bit low. 3-2 the count. A little flinch of the umpire like he was going to go there and fought it off. And it probably was a little bit low. 3-2 the count. Runner at first base is Burke. There's a throw over, nothing doing over there. Back in safely is Burke. Foul ball back to the screen. So we'll do the 3-2 again. Fly ball to center field. Paniag was underneath that for the out.
Number 6, Brett Wiemers.
So that's going to bring up Wiemers. Wiemers has 2 base hits, one of them for an RBI. Had a stolen base. He'll be up there with 2 outs and a runner at first base. Top of the 5th inning action. It's a ground ball headed up the middle. Slabowski grabs that right in front of the bag, throws over to first for the 3rd out. We go to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Blue Devils trail 7-0. We'll be back. If you're interested in your business having a banner on the outfield fence or stadium entry, go to www.4ts.com, click KCK Blue Devils Baseball, then click Download Banner Brochure, or call Tony Tompkins at 913-288-7150. All right, Ebright back for another inning of work. He'll be going again, scheduled up. Hutchison, Adams, and Dawson. Palmer Hutchison is from Hayes, Kansas. He'll step in to lead off the bottom half of the 5th for the Blue Devils. He was called out on strikes his first time up. There's a ball headed to deep left field, but that's going to be taken care of by Thrasher for the first out of the inning.
Number 2, Caleb Adams.
It's going to bring up Adams. Adams is from Leavenworth, Kansas. He went to Lansing High School. Strike called inside corner on Adams. He fouled out down the third base line right at the fence by Burke. Went over and caught that as he leaned against the fence in foul territory at third. There's a ball headed into right field, coming in hard. Can't quite make the play, so a base hit to right field for Adams. So the first hit for the Blue Devils. It's going to bring up Cole Dawson. Dawson is from Russellville, Arkansas, went to Russellville High School. See if we can get some things going here, can the Blue Devils. Dawson flew out to left field his first time up. He's got a runner at first base with 1 out. Got a balk call. Swung his shoulders after he had already come to the set position. So Adams moves to second base on the balk. So now in scoring position is Adams for Dawson. Dawson, the shortstop. In the dirt, nicely blocked by the catcher, Witt. 1-0 the count. There's a hit by a pitch. So Dawson is hit by a pitch, the third one of the game. That's going to bring up Brock Stewart. He is from Gardner, Kansas, went to Gardner Edgerton High School. He grounded out to the third baseman his first time up. He'll be up there with 1 out. Runners at first and second. Bottom of the 5th inning action. Blue Devils trail by 7. Took till the 5th inning to get their first hit. There's the low ball 1. Runners at first and second. Adams at second. Dawson at first. Strike called inside corner at the knees. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The designated hitter at the plate, Brock Stewart. Swing and a miss of that pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The ground ball headed at third base. Burke steps on the bag for the first out, throws over to Lundgren, pulls him off the bag, but Lundgren tags him out. So we go to the top of the 6th. Blue Devils trail 7-0. We'll be back. Home Light empowers people to achieve better outcomes during one of life's most important events, buying and selling their home. Their vision is a world where everything in real estate transactions are simple, certain, and satisfying. HomeLight at homelight.com. Weddle back for another inning of work. Dagan Brady steps in. He's popped out twice and reached on an error. First pitch to him is a strike called. Brady leads the team in doubles with 17. There's a strike called right through there so quickly. 0-2 the count on the shortstop, Dagan Brady. Ground ball headed at the second baseman. Slabowski up with that and over to Bard at first base for the 4-3 putout. It's going to bring up Brotman, the center fielder. Brotman leads the team with triples. He has 5. He'll step in with 1 out and nobody on. Foul ball straight back to the screen. Brotman's grounded out a couple of times and had an RBI base hit. Down in the count, 0-1 to Weddle. Weddle went to Oak Park High School. A little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Andrew Brotman, the center fielder for the Panthers, at the plate. Parker Weddle on the mound for the Blue Devils. Time asked for by Brotman and granted. Comes the 1-1. Breaking pitch right back through there for a strike called. 1 ball, 2 strikes. In the dirt. 2-2 the count. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Brotman goes down on strikes. That's going to bring up Thrasher. He'll step in with 2 down. Thrasher has 56 RBI for the team. That is 3rd in RBI. That first pitch misses, ball 1, 1-0 the count. Thrasher's grounded out a couple of times, had a sac fly for an RBI. Want to know the count to him. Swing and a miss of that pitch, so 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs to the left fielder, Khalil Thrasher. Outside and in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. So ground ball headed at the shortstop. Dawson grabs that over to Bard for the ground out. We go to the bottom half of the sixth. Blue Devils trail 7-0. We'll be back. Four T's is partnering with KCK Baseball for our third season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.4ts.com and click KCK Baseball. Jack Ebright from Wichita, Kansas, back for his sixth inning of work, scheduled up for the Blue Jays. Carlin, Grable, and back to the top of the order with Slabowski. Carlin is from Lawrence, Kansas, went to Free State High School. He popped out to the second baseman his first time up. He steps in to lead off the bottom of the sixth. That's high and inside ball one. A lot of work for the Blue Devils to do here. They trail 7-0. Inside ball two, 2-0 the count. A little bit low, ball three. Carlin has popped out to the second baseman so far in this one. Just his second at-bat in this game. There's a strike called inside corner. 3 balls and a strike. Foul ball out of play down the right field line. So 3-2 the count. Nobody out as Camden Carlin, the catcher, leads off the bottom half of the sixth inning for the Blue Devils. Fly ball down the right field line, coming over to in foul territory. Take care of that is Helm. So Helm ranging well from second base to take care of that one. It's going to bring up Bo Grable. Grable's from Kansas City, Kansas. He went to St. James High School. Flew out to center field his first time up. That's high and outside ball one. Way inside. So 2-0 the count to Grable. Low and inside. So 3 straight balls to Grable from Ebright. Ebright from Wichita, Kansas. Inside ball 4. So a 1-out walk issued to Grable back to the top of the order to Slabowski. Slabowski with the .412 batting average to start today, the highest after a large number of at-bats. He'll step in with a runner at first and 1 out. See if we can get something going here. Ebright throwing well on the mound. That's outside 1-0 the count. Strike right through there. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Comes the 1-1. Out of play over the right field side. Slabowski down in the count, 1-2. He's grounded out to the third baseman and been hit by a pitch. Way outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the second baseman, Slabowski, Cole Slabowski. Comes the 2-2. There's a ball hit up the middle off the glove. That's going to be a base hit. And runners at first and third after that base hit by Slabowski.
First baseman, number 23, Braden Bard.
That's going to bring up Brendan Bard. Bard leads the team with hits, second with hits, 59, but he leads with 18 doubles. If we could get his 19th double right here, would be beneficial for the Blue Devils to get on the board. Runners at first and third, 1 out. A little bit low and outside, 1-0 the count. Grable at third, Slabowski at first. Bard at the plate. He's grounded out to the second baseman and hit into a 6-4-3 double play. Hope he can stay away from that here. That's up high, 2-0 the count. Coach Goldbeck threw some signs. He did those quick on me. Ebright 2-0 with Bard. There's a ball headed up the middle. It's going to be an RBI base hit for Bard. So the Blue Devils finally on the board with that base hit up the middle. So that's going to bring up Paniagua. Going to have a visit to the mound. Blue Devils on the board. They're batting here in the bottom of the sixth. They trail 7-1. We'll be back. All right, visit over. Ebright's going to stay in. Paniagua leads the team with 60 hits. He has 10 triples, which he leads the team for triples. Strike called. Nope, excuse me. Inside corner. Thought we were going to get the strike call there, and we did not. Runners at first and second base. Bard at first. Slabowski at second. Paniagua at the plate. Blue Devils scored one here, looking for more. They trail 7-1. That's high and inside, so 2-0 the count on Paniagua. Comes the 2-0, going to turn back to second. Nothing going on back there. Runners at first and second, one out. 2-0 the count to Paniagua at the plate. Ebright on the mound. Swing and a miss of that fastball, so 2-1 the count now on Paniagua. Seven-one lead for Ebright and the Panthers of Neosho. Blue Devils won so far in the inning. Runners at first and second, one out. Turns to bunt. That's going to be a bunt hit by Paniagua. It's going to bring up Hutchison. Hutchison will be up there with the bases loaded and one out. Hutchison's been called out on strikes and out on a fly to left field. He'll step in with the bases full of Blue Devils with one out. Misses outside and low, 1-0 the count. Foul ball over the first base dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 run in the inning. way behind the batter. Almost got his bat in the resting position. Barely got it down. 2-1 the count. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 6th inning action. Scheduled 9-inning game. Got one of the infield umpires got something going on with the players over in the dugout. Not sure what it is. There is an RBI hit by pitch for Palmer Hutchison. So the second run in for the Blue Devils on a hit by pitch of Palmer Hutchison makes it a 7-2 game. Bottom of the 6th inning action. It's going to bring up Caleb Adams. Adams, the right fielder. He has 54 hits on the season. Strike outside corner at the knees. Strike called. Adams popped out to the third baseman in foul territory. Had a base hit to right field. His 2 at-bats so far today. Bases loaded, 1 out. There's a ball headed into shallow center field. That's going to be an RBI hit for Adams. So that's going to make it 7-3 and bring up Dawson. Dawson's popped out to left field on a fly and been hit by a pitch. Still 1 out. Bases loaded. 7-3 now the score. There's a ball headed to deep left field. That ball is going to be off the base of the fence. So 3 runs are going to score on the double off the fence in left field. So that's going to make it 7-6 as the Blue Devils bat here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. We're going to get a visit to the mound. We're going to get a pitching change. We'll be back for the rest of this one. Blue Devils trail 7-6 now after putting up 6 here in the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back. All right, the pitching change has been made. Drake LaRoche comes in. He's from Fort Scott, Kansas. He has a 7.32 ERA. He will face Brock Stewart. Stewart is 0 for 2. He's hit to the third baseman twice, once for a ground out and one for a double play. That misses outside 1-0. So 6 runs in the second for Neosho, 1 in the third, 6 so far here in the sixth for the Blue Devils. They trail 7-6. The designated hitter Stewart at the plate. That ball gets past the catcher, and Dawson is going to move over to third. So a pass ball against Witt. 2-0 the count with a runner at third. LaRoche on in relief of Ebright. There's a high pop-up over to the left side, and that's going to get just over into the bleachers. So 2 balls and a strike to Brock Stewart. Two balls and a strike, 1 out. Runner at third is Cole Dawson. He represents the tying run. Check swing ruled a ball, so 3-1 the count on Brock Stewart. Carlin in the on-deck circle. LaRoche on the mound in relief for the Panthers. There's a ball headed to deep left center. That ball is deep and out for the home run that is going to put the Blue Devils ahead 8-7 on the home run by Brock Stewart, the 2-run home run. So with that home run by Stewart, the Blue Devils take an 8-7 lead. There's a ground ball headed at the shortstop. Brady has that, and over to Lundgren for the second out of the inning. So Carlin swinging on the first pitch, grounds out to the shortstop. That's going to bring up Bo Grable. Grable's been out on a fly to center field and reached on a base on balls. He'll be up there with 2 outs and nobody on. Blue Devils put up an 8 spot here to take an 8-7 lead in the bottom half of the 6th. 9-inning scheduled game here in the sub-regional playoff at Seward County. The winner goes on to the championship game tomorrow. Loser plays Seward. There's a foul ball back into the screen. The loser plays Seward right after this game for the right to be able to play the winner of this game tomorrow. An alternative site is being looked at because of the threat of rain. Foul ball backing out of play, so 1-2 the count on Grable. One ball, 2 strikes in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Blue Devils batting here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. They've taken a 1-run lead. Brock Stewart with a 2-run shot. There's a ball headed up the middle. So Grable with a base hit to center field keeps this thing going with 2 outs.
Second baseman, number 3, Cole Slabowski.
That's going to bring up Slabowski. Slabowski will be up there with 2 outs. He's grounded out, been hit by a pitch, and had a base hit. He'll be up there with a runner at first base, 2 outs. Face the reliever, Drake LaRoche. Foul ball back to the screen. Oh, and 1 the count after that foul ball by Slabowski. Slabowski, the second baseman for the Blue Devils. Runner at first base is Grable. The ground ball foul in between the foul line and Coach Goldback down there at third. Coach going to run through some signs, I'll bet, right here. We'll get a look at that. On to the count. There's the sign. 0-2 the count, 2 down. There's a ball headed into left field. And that's a fair ball. The ball goes over to right field, so another run is going to score on the throw to try and get Slabowski at second base. Timeout is called. 9-7 now the score. Slabowski with the base hit. It's going to bring up Brendan Bard. Bard swinging a miss of that first pitch from LaRoche. Bard's grounded out twice, once into a double play and had an RBI base hit. He's up there with the Blue Devils leading 9-7 here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Swinging a miss of that breaking pitch. Slabowski with the base hit was on his way to second as the ball came in, and they tried to get him out, did the Panthers, and the ball went into right field to allow Grable to score. Ball out of play over the first base dugout. So 0-2 the count on the first baseman, Brendan Bard. Breaking pitch stays up high, so 1-2 the count on the first baseman, Bard. Foul ball back into the net, so a couple of foul balls with 2 strikes. Bard in a battle with LaRoche. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 9 runs in the inning to take their first lead of the game at 9-7. It's a little bit low, so 2 balls, 2 strikes on Brendan Bard. Two balls, two strikes, two outs. There's a ball headed into left field. Coach sending the runner home. And an RBI base hit. Scores Slabowski does. Bard's base hit to left field. So Bard with back-to-back base hits with RBI. Going to have a visit to the mound. We're going to get the score taken care of here on the scoreboard. We'll be back after this pitching change. All right, the pitching change has been made. Adam Birch from Wichita, Kansas will come in for the Panthers. Paniagua comes to the plate. He's popped out, struck out, and had a base hit bunt that loaded the bases earlier in this inning. Blue Devils lead 9-7. Adam Birch on in relief of on relief for LaRoche and Ebright. There's a strike called right down the middle at the knees. Owen won the count. Paniagua Bard at first base. Check swing called a strike. Nicely blocked by the catcher Witt to keep the runner at first base. 0-2 the count now on Paniagua. To the count. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. So we go to the top half of the seventh inning. Blue Devils put up a 9 spot in the bottom half of the sixth. Actually a 10 spot to take a 10-7 lead. We'll take a break. We'll be back. If you're interested in your business having a banner on the outfield fence or stadium entry, go to www.4ts.com, click KCK Blue Devils Baseball, then click Download Banner Brochure, or call Tony Tompkins at 913-288-7150. Weddle back for another inning of work for the Blue Devils. Scheduled up for the Panthers, Lundgren, Witt, and Miller. Lundgren has a home run, a base hit, and a base on balls. He'll step in as he leads off the top of the seventh. His Panthers trail by 3, 10-7. He takes high and inside ball one. High and inside ball one to Lundgren. Lundgren, Witt, and Miller scheduled up. Weddle back for another inning of work. There's a strike outside corner at the waist. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out as Lundgren leads off. One ball, 1 strike, nobody out. A little bit of chirping from the Panther dugout. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count on Lundgren. 2 balls and a strike. Foul ball down the left field line. Got a little action down in the Blue Devils bullpen. Action also down in the Panthers bullpen. 10-7 lead here at the top of the 7th inning. Weddle on the mound. Lundgren, the first baseman, at the plate. There's a foul ball down toward the bullpen of the Blue Devils. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Another foul ball backing out of play. Lundgren had 3 foul balls after 2 strikes. His last time up finally worked a walk. He's down in the count, or the count's even at 2-2 here. The ball headed into left field, and on the run with a great diving play is the left fielder, Grable. What a play for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Witt. Witt's had a base hit, struck out a couple of times. His base hit was his first at bat. It was against Ramos. Then his 2 strikeouts have been versus Weddle. 1 out, nobody on. Outside ball 1, 1-0 the count across the outfield. Grable, Paniagua, Adams. Grable with a great diving play there. Hutchison, Dawson, Slabowski, Bard, Carlin behind the plate, and Weddle on the mound for the Blue Devils. Misses just a little bit low and outside. 2-0 the count against the catcher, Ivan Witt. Outside. 3-0 the count. strike right through there. Outside half of the plate at the knees. Comes the 3-1. That's low and outside. So a 1-out walk issued to the catcher, Witt. It's going to bring up Drew Miller. Miller, the right fielder, he has a 2-run home run, a double, and a strikeout. Runner at first base, Witt after the walk. 1 out. A high fly ball into left center. Paniagua going over to take care of that. Witt back to first. It's going to bring up Luke Burke. He's the third baseman. He's had a base hit, a strikeout, and a hit by pitch. He'll be up there with 2 outs and a runner at first base. Base on balls to Witt. Strike called inside corner at the knees. Luke Burke, the third baseman. Comes the 0-1 outside. Backhand stab by Carlin there to keep the runner at first. That ball could very easily hopped his glove there. There wasn't much chance to block that. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Strike called outside corner. Perfect positioning for that pitch right there. 1-2 the count. Foul ball out of play over the first base dugout. So we'll do the 1-2 again. One and two the count. Witt at first base after his walk. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The Neosho Panthers batting here in the top half of the 7th. They trail 10-7. Weddle on the mound in relief of Gabriel Ramos. Fly ball headed into right field. Back to take care of that is Adams. So we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Blue Devils lead 10-7. We'll be back. Home Light empowers people to achieve better outcomes during one of life's most important events, buying or selling their home. Their vision is a world where every real estate transaction is simple, certain, and satisfying. Home Light Realtors at homelight.com. All right, back for another inning of work is Adam Birch from Wichita. Scheduled up to face him, Hutchison, Adams, and Dawson. Hutchison with called out on strikes, a fly out, and an RBI hit by a pitch. There's ball one in the dirt. 1-0 the count. Bottom of the seventh inning action. There's a foul ball headed down the left field line, just foul. Been extra bases if it had gone over the bag, but did not. So 1-1 strike to the third baseman for the Blue Devils, Palmer Hutchison. Little nubber out in front, and that's going to be a base hit for Hutchison. So a little nubber out toward third base. No throw made on the play. Hutchison safe at first. It's going to bring up Adams. Adams popped out and fell foul territory to the third baseman. Had a base hit. And then another base hit for an RBI. Blue Devils lead 10-7, trying to add to that here in the bottom of the seventh. There's a ball off the pitcher, and we'll get a timeout called out. Came off of his shoulder. Hit him pretty directly on the shoulder. Line drive back up the middle. Direct line drive back at him. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. Four T's is partnering with KCK Baseball for our third season to bring fans live stream broadcasts of Blue Devils baseball. Whether you're a business looking to advertise, alumni who wants to give back to the program, or a parent/grandparent who wants to help financially, there's an option for you. For details, go to www.4ts.com and click KCK Baseball. Nice hand there for Adam Birch. Took one off the shoulder. We'll have a pitching change here. We'll get that change and then we'll be back. So the pitching change has been made, as you will possibly able to see. Tyler McQuinn from Overland Park, Kansas. I believe he had started to warm, but in this given situation, he would need as much. He would get as many pitches as he needed. Runner at second base will be Hutchison. Runner down at first will be Adams, and that's going to bring up Cole Dawson, the shortstop. He flew out to left field, been hit by a pitch, and then had a 3 RBI double. So McQuinn in on relief after Birch was hit by the line drive. Way outside. Nice job by Witt to keep that from going all the way back to the screen. Cole Dawson at the plate. He's the shortstop. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. 1-0 the count to Dawson. Fly ball headed into left field. Over to take care of that is the left fielder, Thrasher. A little bit of a communication problem out there. Almost had them collide, but Thrasher makes the play. So runners stay at first and second. That's going to bring up Brock Stewart. Stewart had a home run, 2-run home run his last time up. He'll be up there with 1 out. Runners at first and second. Down low. 1-0 the count on the designated hitter, Brock Stewart. He's grounded out twice. One of them a 5-4-3 double play before the 2-run home run last at bat. Foul ball back to the screen, so the count evens out at 1-1 with 1 out. Tyler McQuinn on in relief after Birch was hit by the line drive. Dropped just a little bit low, so 2-1 the count. Runners at first and second. Hutchison at second. Adams at first. Stewart at the plate. 2-1 count. There's a strike called off the catcher's glove, so the runners move up to second and third on the ball on the outside corner at the knees. Catcher just took his eyes off of that for the pass ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and an out. 2 runners on. Now in scoring position after that pass ball. Strike 3 called outside corner. Looked a little wide to me, but nonetheless ruled a strike. It's going to bring up Camden Carlin. He's popped out to the second baseman twice, once in foul territory down the right field line, and grounded out to the shortstop. He'll be up there with 2 outs and 2 on. 2 runners in scoring position. If Carlin can get something on the outfield grass, get 1 or 2 insurance runs. There's a ball headed into shallow center field. The second baseman, Helm, goes over to take care of that. So we go to the top of the 8th. Blue Devils lead 10-7. We'll be back. If you're interested in your business having a banner on the outfield fence or stadium entry, go to www.4ts.com, click KCK Blue Devils Baseball, then click Download Banner Brochure, or call Tony Tompkins at 913-288-7150. Weddle back for another inning of work scheduled up is Helm, then Weimers and Brady scheduled up back to the top of the order. A little bit low, 1-0 the count. Helm has a sac bunt, a strikeout, and a fly out to center field to his credit in this game today. Inside 2-0 the count. On the second baseman, Helm. Helm ranged out into center field to take care of that last pop out by Carlin. He's now at the plate. That's up high, 3-0 the count. He leads the top half of the eighth inning. Leads off that top half for the Panthers. They trail by 3. Each team with an error. Way outside ball 4. So a leadoff walk issued to Helm. Panthers with 6 in the second, 1 in the third. Blue Devils with 10 in the sixth. It's going to bring up Weimers, the designated hitter. He's had 2 base hits and a ground out to the second baseman. Strike called. 0-1 the count on the designated hitter, Weimers. High and outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Leadoff walk issued to Helm by Weddle. Grable, Paniagua, Adams across the outfield. Hutchison, Dawson, Slabowski, Bard across the infield. Carlin behind the plate. Weddle on the mound since the second inning. 2-1 the count. Comes the 2-1. Just a little bit outside. 3-1 the count. There's ball 4. So back-to-back walks with nobody out here in the 8th. We're going to get a visit to the mound. We'll wait and see what happens with that visit. We'll be back. HomeLight empowers people to achieve better outcomes during one of life's most important events, buying and selling their home. Their vision is a world where every real estate transaction is simple, certain, and satisfying. Light, HomeLight, HomeLight.com. Weddle will stay in for the time being. Back to the top of the order. Brady. He's 0 for 4. Couple of flyouts, reached on an error and a ground out to the second baseman. Takes strike one called, 0-1 the count on the shortstop, Dagan Brady. Runners at first and second. Helm at second. Weimers at first. Brady at the plate. In the dirt, blocked nicely by the catcher, Carlin. Keep the runners at first and second. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brady. There's a ground ball going to be headed into left field. So that's going to be an RBI hit for Brady. That will make it 10-8. It's going to bring up Brotman. He's grounded out a couple of times, had an RBI base hit, and called out on strikes his last at bat. He's up there with 2 on and nobody out. There's a strike called right down the middle at the knees. 1 run in the inning for the Panthers to cut the lead to 10-8. Now here in the top of the 8th inning. Winner goes on to the championship game tomorrow. Loser plays Seward for the opportunity to get into the championship game. That's up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Comes the 1-1 outside. 2-1 the count. Hunter Cachero loosening down in the Blue Devil bullpen. Swing and a miss on that pitch, inside part of the plate, moving in on his hands was movement on that fastball. So 2 balls in, 2 strikes on Andrew Brotman, the center fielder for the Panthers. There's a ball that's outside. Going to let the runners move up. Bounced away just far enough from Carlin for them to move up. So 3-2 the count on Brotman. Tying run at second base. Go ahead run at the plate in Brotman. It's a foul ball, so we'll do the 3-2 again. Runners at second and third. Weimer's at third. Brady at second. Brotman at the plate. A little bit low and outside, so that's going to load the bases. That's going to bring on a pitch change. Coach is on the way out. We'll get that change, and we'll be back. So Hunter Cachero comes on in relief. Weddle goes 5 1/3. Cachero is from Shawnee, Kansas, went to St. James High School. He will inherit the bases loaded. And the batter will be Khalil Thrasher. Thrasher has grounded out 3 times, but amongst all of that had a sac fly for an RBI. He'll step in with nobody out and the bases loaded for the Panthers. There's a strike right through there. Always good to come out of the pen and get that first pitch over the plate. 0-1 the count on the left fielder Thrasher. There's a foul ball. So quickly 0-2 the count on Thrasher. Thrasher, originally the number 3 hitter. He plays in left field. Cachero on in relief for the Blue Devils. High and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cachero on the mound. Grable, Paniagua, Adams in the outfield. Hutchison, Dawson, Slabowski, and Bard on the infield. Carlin behind the plate. A high fly ball over toward the right side. That's going to be out of play. One and two the count. We'll do it again. Bases full of Panthers. Strike 3 called, lower part of the zone, outside corner. That's going to bring up Lundgren. Lundgren has a home run, a base hit, a base on balls. He had a line drive to left field, his last at bat, where he was robbed of a base hit, probably extra bases by the left fielder Grable. Misses just a little bit inside, 1-0 the count. So the base is still loaded, but 1 out now for Lundgren. Lundgren, the first baseman for the Panthers. His home run and base hit. There's a ball headed into right field. That's going to score 1, make it 2. So that ties it up at 10 with just 1 out after that base hit by Lundgren. So we're all knotted up at 10 now after that base hit to right field by Lundgren. It's going to bring up Witt. Witt, the catcher, has a base hit, a couple of strikeouts, and a walk. He'll be up there to face Cachero with the bases. With runners at first and third, 1 out. Score all tied up at 10 now. Strike outside corner at the knees, called strike 1. 0-1 the count on Ivan Witt, the catcher. Outside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Runners at the corners for the Panthers. Brotman at third. Lundgren at first. A little bit outside. 2 balls and a strike. Cachero on in relief for the Blue Devils. In the dirt, nicely blocked by the catcher Carlin. So 3-1 now the count. Cachero could use a line drive right at an infielder or a ground ball for a double play he could use here. There's a ball headed to deep right field. And that's going to be caught by... And he was safe at home, so a sac fly. A nice attempt by Adams on the throw. On the throw, we're going to get an appeal, I believe, to first base. We'll see. Ruled safe. So the go-ahead run is scored on that sac fly. So 2 outs now. There's a foul ball down the line. So 11-10, Neosho has regained the lead on that fly ball to right field by Witt. Miller up. Miller, the right fielder, he has a 2-run home run, a double, a strikeout, and a fly out. So 4 runs in the inning for the Panthers to retake the lead, 11-10. There's a ball foul down the right field line and out of play. So 1-2 the count, 2 outs now. But not before 4 runs have been plated by the Panthers for them to take an 11-10 lead. We're in the top half of the 8th inning, 9-inning scheduled game. Winner moves on to the championship game. There's a high pop fly that's going to get out of play. So we'll do the 1-2 again. Top of the 8th inning action. One and two the count. Another foul out of play. Blue Devils trailed by 7. They played at 10 to take a 10-7 lead, and now they've given up 4 runs. Had a couple of walks, 3 walks in the inning, 2 of them the first two hitters of the inning. There's a foul over by the first base dugout. 1-2 the count. We're on the campus of Seward Community College in Liberal, Kansas, playing a sub-regional, trying to get the right to go to Salina for the regional round. There's a foul ball into the glove of the catcher. So at the end of 7.5, the Blue Devils trail by 1, 11-10. We'll be back. There's a look of the Blue Devils in their dugout as they get ready to hit here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. They trail by 1, 11-10. Grable, Slabowski, and Bard scheduled up for the Blue Devils. McQuinn back for another inning of work for the Panthers. There's a strike called outside corner at the knees. Thrasher, Brotman, Miller across the outfield. Burke, Brady, Hellman, Lundgren across the infield. Witt behind the plate, and McQuinn on the mound. That's low and inside, so 1 ball, 1 strike to Brady, the leadoff hitter here in the bottom half of the 8th inning for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils trailing by 1. Foul ball backing out of play, so 1-2 the count on Grable. Grable has a fly out to center field, walked, and a base hit to center field. He bats as he leads off here in the bottom of the 8th. There's a swing and a miss for the strikeout. So back to the top of the order, and Slabowski. Slabowski has grounded out, been hit by a pitch, and then had back-to-back walks, base hits, one of them with an RBI for his 4 at-bats. So 2 for 3 with an RBI on the day. He'll face McQuinn. Strike called outside corner at the knees. McQuinn comes in throwing the first pitch strike to the first two hitters here in this inning. Third baseman Burke in at the edge of the grass. That's low. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. So Burke in at the grass. The center fielder way over in left center for the Panthers defense. Foul ball out of play over the first base dugout. 1-2 the count now on Cole Slabowski, the second baseman for the Blue Devils. 11-10 lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Neosho Panthers had a big lead. The Blue Devils ate it up, and then the Panthers took a lead back. A little bit outside. So 2-2 the count. Comes the wind and the 2-2. There's a ground ball headed up the middle. Shortstop Brady has that over to Lundrum for the second out of the inning. That's going to bring up Brendan Bard. Bard has grounded out a couple of times, one of them a double play. Then he's had back-to-back at-bats with base hits and an RBI. He'll be up there with 2 outs and nobody on. There's a ball headed into left field. That's going to be a 2-out hit for Brendan Bard. So a 2-out hit for Bard is going to bring up Paniagua. Paniagua has a pop out to second base, a couple of strikeouts and a bunt hit. He'll step in with 2 outs and Bard at first base after that 2-out hit to left field. Throw over to first, back in safely is Bard. Blue Devils bat here in the bottom of the 8th, trailing by 1. Low and inside. 1-0 the count on the center fielder, Ray Paniagua. Strike called outside corner at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on. Bard with the 2-out hit to left field. He's at first. McQuinn on the mound from Overland Park, Kansas, for the Panthers of Neosho. That's in the dirt, nicely blocked and caught by the catcher, Witt. 2-1 the count. Foul ball back and out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs to Paniagua. Sun has come back out. Flag still blowing from right to left from the wind. Comes the stretch and the 2-2. There's a foul ball back into the screen, so a battle between McQuinn, the pitcher from the Panthers, Neosho Panthers, to the Blue Devils, Raymond Paniagua. We'll do the 2-2 again. Breaking pitch way behind Paniagua, so 3-2 the count. So Bard will be off with the pitch. Bard at third. He had a 2-out hit. He'll be off and running as soon as McQuinn starts to deliver. Paniagua at the plate, full count. Foul ball by Paniagua. We'll do the 3-2 at least one more time. Here comes the 3-2. So Paniagua, umpire threw up his hands like that was a hit by a pitch. So hit by a pitch, I believe. It's going to bring up Palmer Hutchison. Palmer has been called out on strikes, fly out to left field, hit by a pitch for an RBI and an infield hit. He steps in with 2 outs, 2 on to face McQuinn. There's a ball headed into left field. And there's no play at home. So Palmer Hutchison with a base hit to left field to tie this thing back up at 11. So tied back up. At 11 after that base hit. McQuinn on the mound. There's a ball back to the pitcher. Over to first base. So McQuinn over to Lundgren. The Blue Devils get 1. We'll be back for the 9th inning. We're tied. All right, we're all knotted up at 11 as we go to the top of the 9th inning. Scheduled up for the Panthers, Burke, Helm, and Weimers. Burke's had a base hit, a strikeout, a hit by pitch, and a fly out to right field. He'll step in to face Hunter Cachero, who's on in relief for the Blue Devils. That misses inside, ball 1. 1-0 the count on the third baseman, Luke Burke. That's up high, 2-0 the count. Strike right through there, outside part of the plate at the knees. 2 balls and a strike. Luke Burke at the plate for the Panthers. Cachero on the mound. Ball out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes. Cachero on in relief of Weddle, who was on in replay for Ramos. There's another foul ball back and out of play. We'll do the 2-2 again. The ball at Dawson. Dawson over to Bard for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up Jordan Helm, the second baseman. He has a sac bunt, a strikeout, a fly out, and a walk. In this game, he'll step in with 1 out and nobody on. Strike right through there. Strike called, 0-1 the count. Tied at 11. Swing and a miss of that fastball. Panthers with 6 in the second, 1 in the third, 4 in the eighth. Blue Devils with 10 in the sixth, 1 in the eighth. All tied up at 11. 0-2 the count. That's up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Palmer Hutchison right against the line over here, not wanting to let anything. That's a little bit outside. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trying to guard against extra base hits down that line. Everybody else pretty much straight up. There's strike 3 called outside corner. So that's going to bring up Weimers, the designated hitter. He has a couple of hits, a ground out, and a base on balls so far in this one. 2 down here in the top of the 9th. Just misses a little bit outside. In tight on the plate is Weimers. There's a fly ball headed to center field. Paniagua takes care of that. So the Blue Devils go to the bottom half of the 9th, tied at 11. They need 1 to win this thing to be able to go to the championship game tomorrow. Think we're going to have a different pitcher. We'll get that change. We'll be back. All right, here we go to the bottom half of the ninth. The Blue Devils need to have one run to win this thing to go to the championship game tomorrow. Dawson Stewart Carlin scheduled up. Nathan Hungate from Wichita, Kansas comes on to the mound for the Panthers. There's a hit by pitch. Dawson was hit by pitch. That's the second time. That's the second time this game. That's going to bring up Brock Stewart. Stewart is grounded out twice, had a 2-run home run and called out on strikes. Try and stay clear of the double play here. See if he's going to be playing small ball, trying to bunt him over or not. That's up high for ball one. So we'll take a look at Coach Goldback down there with some signs. He's too quick for me down there. So Stewart at the mound, at the plate. Hungate on the mound. There's a strike called outside corner at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike. The winning run is at first base for the Blue Devils. The winner of this game makes it to the championship round tomorrow. The loser plays Seward for the right to get to that championship game. That's high and inside. 2-1 the count on Brock Stewart. Tied at 11. Bottom half of the ninth inning. Liberal, Kansas, sub-regional. There's a ball headed straight at the center fielder. He hit it right on a line, but the center fielder was playing right in the gap there, and he puts that one away for the first out of the inning. So that's going to bring up Camden Carlin. He's popped out 3 times and grounded out once. He'll be up there with 1 out and a runner at first. Outside ball one, 1-0 the count to the catcher, Camden Carlin. Tied at 11, winning run at first base. Cole Dawson was hit by a pitch. Since then, a line drive to the center fielder over in left center for the first out of the inning. There's a ball headed into right field. So we're going to send the runner home. And the ball is over. And at home plate, the base hit for Camden Carlin sends the Blue Devils to the championship game. So Camden Carlin with the base hit. What a ball game. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game. The Blue Devils play tomorrow. Not sure where the game is going to be or the time. They're worried about rain today. Watch the medias for the social medias for where that'll be. Thanks for watching. Blue Devils make it to the championship game. See you tomorrow.